Senator, he said he supported you only after a conversation in which you made a promise. Let's listen.
Darlin Specter, as chairman of the Judiciary Committee, we had a conversation. He asked me to support him. I said, will you support the president's nominees? We had a 51-49 majority in the Senate. He said, I'll support the president's nominees as chairman.
Speaking there of President Bush's nominees for the Supreme Court and other high judicial nominations, Senator Specter, did you have that conversation? Did you make that promise?
No.
No, never happened?
I made no promise about supporting anybody. I wouldn't do it. It would be wrong to make a promise in advance of knowing who the nominee was and what the qualifications were.
He says that you asked for his support. He ultimately gave you his support, and he says you had the conversation. Was he making that up last night? Is he misunderstanding something?
Well, I'm telling you what the facts are. I'm not going to undertake any characterizations. When Senator Santorum backed me for re-election in the primary in 2004, so did President Bush. When it came time to use the commercials, it was President Bush. There was never any discussion at all between Senator Santorum and me about support. It was just assumed that he would support me like I had supported him when he had a very tough election back in 1994.
Well, so then what went through your mind when you heard of this exchange? He says, Arlen Specter is chairman of the Judiciary Committee. We had a conversation. I said, will you support the president's nominees? He said, I'll support the president's nominees. You say it never happened. What do you make of hearing this?
Well, it may be politically expedient for him to make that response, but I can't read his mind. You can draw inferences as well as I can. What